Why are people leaving California? Lots of potential reasons. Recent data shows California's population has dropped by about 500,000 over the last 2 years.
Our political reporter Morgan Reiner has been looking into the answer and where people are going. Morgan, is that population loss just because of migration?
Well, California had more babies born over the last few years than people who died. This isn't really about the birth and the death rate. So to answer your question, yes, this is mostly because people are choosing to leave California. Susan L. Casey has fond memories growing up in Sacramento.
Take trips to Lake Tahoe, enjoy nature up in California. So that was a lot of fun.
But doesn't miss it now that she's gone.
You know how they say everything in Texas is larger? It's true.
It's love that brought her to Houston, where her husband lives. It's the finances that makes her say she does not want to leave.
Housing would be just so expensive there, whereas over here, we would be able to buy a second home and make an investment rather than spending like $700,000 on a home in California to get something maybe half the size.
And safety.
In Sacramento, I've lived in areas where I couldn't imagine letting my children play outside.
It's politics that drove Blanca Nunez and her family's decision to leave.
One of the most beautiful states we've been stationed at. The weather is phenomenal, so much to do, but then it's also been really scary. My kids are unvaccinated for the most part.
She made that decision because of her daughter's disability.
I already communicated with the schools. They have services for my kids. They can attend without a problem. Pediatricians, they all take you if you are making different choices for your kids. Where here you have to find a unicorn that will allow you to be part of their practice.
They moved to Texas on Sunday and no longer need to rent. They purchased a home.
Our money's going to go a lot further.
Census data shows that just counting domestic migration in and out of the state, California overall lost 871,000 people. After accounting for international migration, the birth and death rate, California lost about 500,000 over 2 years, second only to New York, and one of only 18 states that saw an overall population decline. Now, of course, there are so many reasons why people are choosing to stay here in California. It is still the most populous state. But for those who are leaving, what cities are they going to? According to data from the USPS, Miami comes in as the #1 destination where people are moving to. But many cities in western states are also topping the list, like Salt Lake City coming in at #7. It's probably why the governor of Utah held a press conference recently telling people from California to stay out, that Utah already has limited resources.
I remember that press conference. It's like, oh. Morgan, any signs that the population decrease is slowing down?
So the population over the last few years, of course, has decreased, but over the last year, the rate of decline has decreased. Now, every expert that I've spoken to and the Public Policy Institute of California, they list housing as the #1 factor for why people are leaving. So as the state legislature, the lawmaker really hone in and focus on building more housing in California, the goal is that in the next coming years, there will start to be a population increase.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, Morgan Reiner reporting for us live. I've had the chance to live in several states around the country, and I'm just glad I'm where I'm at.
Yes.
Thanks, Morgan.